All right, so back to this. Yeah, I mean, don't really. This is what part? I'm not even gonna do. I was originally gonna make the last part a half part, but I'm not gonna do that. So this is what part like 26, I think. Hmm. I can just check. So no, this is part 27 because again, this is the third part for the day. But again, the big thing, as I mentioned with the last part, and why I originally planned on making it a half part was because, again, for the last part and for this part, all we did was go over the owners and posts. The reason being, we're stuck in the game. We don't know where to find Rory. So, and I'm not going to be able to play tomorrow. So, rather than waste my time trying to find him and or need to look him up, which would just piss me off, which I really don't want to do. It's something where I'm like, okay, what I'll do is I'll finally read through the onism posts that I probably should have been reading through the whole time, right? In the last one, it's interesting because we read through the ones that were because again, it's chronological, right? We read through the ones that took place prior to, I guess, our involvement in the game, basically prior to the Sammy Pak incident, right? Which again, it's something to where it's like, yeah, we could basically gauge and see kind of how onism and the people on onism were, right? I think from what we've seen, the most interesting thing is besides obviously the dialogues, of course, is the what's their name? I think like Veriformer or something, the co-founder and mod. Um, and kind of their influence on the side. I think it's interesting there. Hmm. But yeah, it's something to where in terms then for what we've seen, right? The big thing there is that yeah, now from here on out, it's again, all gonna be related to not just the Semi Pak incident, but kind of things that have been happening in the game and going on. So it's like, at least in terms of that, that's what that'll come down to. And it's something to where it's like we're just gonna go through the rest of this part, no matter how long it takes, which is probably why I should start now. But again, I should have been keeping track of these during the game, but I haven't. That's entirely on me. But now we are because I specifically because I really don't want to have to fucking go back and yeah. So log on to Onism. So again, we obviously read the pinned ones, and then again, we did all of these, and these were all the ones prior to what would you call it? The Sammy Parkinson. So from here on out, we actually it seems like we have a decent amount left, but it's something to where okay, it's all chronological and we're just gonna try and get through them all, even if it takes a while. So, in terms of that, right? So this is an interesting one. I am the elevator girl, Sammy Pak, right? My mother's name is Killing Stone. She's mentally handicapped. She suffers from bipolar disorder, showing signs of what the fuck schizophrenic. It's been very difficult to live with. When I was born, my father worked his hardest to give me a normal life, even without a normal mom. When I was 6, he left us because it was too much for him. I don't blame him. But it's also like you're kind of stuck with that, right? I had a younger brother, but he died in his crib. After that, mom went on even further off the deep end. Finally, my uncle insisted we put her in a home. I mean, you kind of have to, you hate to, but you really have no choice. So it was the hardest thing I ever did. I took a job at the K&N after my friend Sang Chui recommended me for an entry level position. I took it. I got a small apartment in Easton. One day there, I felt something growing inside me that I had been worried about. Voices bouncing around in my head like ping pong balls. I left work and returned to my apartment. My roommate was angry because apparently I had put 9-volt batteries into his suit. Goddamn bitch, try to fucking get that battery acid. We got into a huge fight. It was so loud between our yelling and sound voices. Got banged to the elevator. I'd not want to be found. Please stop. So this is interesting. I think this is interesting. This is an extremely interesting post. And again, I do want to say one of the theories and kind of, what would you call it? I guess, sneaking suspicions we had was that onism could be a connection between differing worlds, specifically due to the again alternate world scientist post, right? Along with someone swearing by Semi Pak being Chinese, not Korean. So our what we were speculating, theorizing was that onism could connect between worlds, given that we know again, alternate worlds exist. So our theory was okay, maybe the one with the alternate female scientist, as well as the Chinese semi-Pak was Vela's original world. especially since you can communicate with the dead. And again, a big thing, and I think what's interesting is this post. I should have been keeping up with these posts because the thing with this is, again, look at the end. It was so loud between our yelling, the sound of the voices. I got back into the elevator. And again, that's again the elevator referring to the elevator that she was taken through, right? But also just the factory in general. I don't want to be found. Stop looking for me. And then semi-human. But the thing was, her name wasn't Semi. I believe it was Sally. So, but that could just be a nickname. Again, it's weird. So I don't know if this is, and again, it's interesting that there's no responses. So obviously, someone could just be bullshit, claiming it, right? But it's like, and this seems to be relatively accurate. I mean, so it's like, who knows? Until otherwise, I'm gonna assume this is somehow actually her. But again, kind of the interesting thing there is okay, again, just kind of, and then the whole 9-volt batteries in the soup, like, okay, you must be really just like hallucinating or like delusional if you're doing that. But again, I think for now we just assume that that's actually pronunciation of semi-poc. So does anyone know how to pronounce you? Dude, why the fuck are you posting this on this? Poc kind of sounds like park, but the K gets really quiet. So pot like an H, I don't know. Went to school with the poc. She said it was like park. Semi's probably supposed to sound like semi. Probably way she goes, okay, yeah, Sammy, right? People with 3 or 4 names, you just try and make them sound normal. So I'm still gonna call her semi poc, right? Like I hate to say, but I guess good discussion on new details on semi poc. Last night I couldn't sleep, so I was channel surfing and came across the canon. Briefly showed missing persons ad. Semi poc. Now I don't speak Korean, so I don't really know what it said. They show what appeared to be a timeline. It said 909. This one she got to work, 112. Maybe this one she left. Anyone know she had a car license? I didn't catch this. Found myself watching the KNN lately, hoping it shows something about her. Good question about her driving. She did drive, and we can figure out the timestamp. We can figure out what building that video is taken. And she says leaves at 112, and the footage is taken at 12:12. Okay, so oh, just throwing out random times. Then we can find out which buildings are within our drives have elevators. But here's the thing: we already know it's in the factory. But this is the culmination of people who weren't involved in the incident trying to figure it out. So if anyone can look into the Easton bus schedule, we can figure out where she could bus you. Is that the K&N? Is that there a 2-lane highway near university, but not much else? I called her uncle again and said that she didn't drive, so we have 3 ways she could have gone to the building: taxi, bus, walking. Quick scan of the Easton building schedules that she didn't take a bus. The buses there run every hour. That's NJ for you. Yeah, so just every hour, right? This goes to 2 places: University of Easton and shopping mall. They continue on to a few other towns, mostly heads outstate or in the city. Yeah, now stay at the city would take a while. I really wish he had figured out the fucking timestamp. His taxis are walking. We've confirmed that there are no large buildings within walking distance. So again, they think of taking a trip out to KNN, see what I can find. So working theory for them is that she taxied, right? Think about trying to get to the KNN recently. Sammy and I have a lot of common as I don't have a car license. Bro, this motherfucker's like, we have a lot in common. I've read posts about the bus schedule. I'm even more out of luck than I thought. Then no, it's than. Dude, both of these two got it wrong. It's THAN, you fucking dumbasses. But anyway, so again, I find this interesting because it's like it provides, from what I've seen, it provides some details that we wouldn't know, or like some like kind of behind the scenes, but it's also cool to see like because they obviously don't know is at the factory. So they're trying to figure out. It's interesting to see the collective, like what would you call it? Group try it. Let's see. Distorted space creatures in the elevator girl. Everyone's favorite mod. Shut the fuck up. All right. And SNES man 99 here. A few days ago, blank noticed the elevator in the elevator girl. It looks similar to the one in Abandoned Factory North. Okay, so we're SNES man. Or wait, no, SNES man is Michael, right? Check it out. Surprisingly, the elevator still worked, but only took desks down in the basement level. This is where things get really world. Because obviously we don't have an account and we didn't tell we barely even told well, obviously we know what happened, but we're not the ones directly, or we're not directly pointed online. It's only Michael and what he knows. So things are really weird. Looking at the fractured ground, all strange hostiles running around. We continue on hoping to find Sammy or a clue of some sort. And this is where, wait, bitch, that's a picture of us. We tried to take a few pictures. Hold on. Wait, what? And this is where things got weird. The star creatures from the elevator girl video. They were down there. We tried to take a few pictures, and they were completely distorted. If you look closely, you can see the colors are the same, and you can sort of make out its face. And again, bro, this is us, and then that's the creature, right? So Bitch, we fucking running. The source is anyone but you. I think it's not a hoax. Missing girl. I'm intrigued. Do you have the GPS coordinates? Brah. Let's see. Thanks. It was pretty horrifying, downright scary. I don't know how to figure out GPS coordinates. Can you give you directions? North of Frankton, there's a windmill field thingy. That borders Franklin Woods. And Franklin Woods from there, northeast factory is there. Be careful. Bring your friend. Maybe a weapon. Holy shit, I wish I had a car. I need to check this out. Anyone sees anything resembles Star Creature guys or any weird stuff around your town, PM me or Veriform I'd be happy to check it out. Really want to find Sam. Dude, I love how it's hilarious that they got fucking us in the picture just running away. And people would probably be like, damn, who the fuck is that? They need to get the fuck out of there, bro. Mysterious girl with mind powers. So this is referring to Vela, right? And how we, again, encountered her that way. And this is the original post about her. Mysterious girl sighted Main Street Frankton last Tuesday evening. I witnessed her create rifts in space. It's literally fucking Vela. Okay, but what the fuck is she doing though? Because we know this is the Banished, right? You should take these details. All right, what's that for usual in a stroll? Bitch, what the fuck? When I spotted mysterious, oh my god, mysterious cutie at a distance. I considered approaching, but I was afraid of scaring her as it was late. And one for ladies that shut the fuck up, tend to be scared by masculines. Oh my god, bro. Dude, just say you ain't that guy. She was near Frank Arcade, reached out, and my heart was in my throat. She raised her hands and opened those portals. I had my camera on and took pictures. Sandy, where's Frankton? Bro, yeah, it's like, bitch, stay away from Frankton. Don't go there, brother. It's crazy stuff happening. I've seen this girl. Are you sure that isn't famous like pop star? Ironically, we know she produced a song or alternate reality. Holy fuck, please let these be real. Who is this mysterious woman? Well, let's pause. Find out more in the next episode of Onism. 1999. Da, 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 da. Shut the fuck up. All right, a bit more info to report. I returned to the arcade last night and saw mysterious kid taking out the trash. I approached her. I was about to say something. Something when I saw her talking to Cat, and as you guys know, conversations with pets are precious and private. So I go, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Piece of what are you talking about? Turned my gaze and she was gone. All that remained from the cat was the cat's possible to do. What are you fucking talking about? Shut up, shit theory. Damn. So what exactly did you find the connection? Isn't it likely that she just walked away while you weren't looking? Yeah, you fucking dumbass. Yeah, I'm going to say she did turn a fucking cat retard. I'm with Bear Cesty and Imposter. Dude, he was joking. Show the fuck out. Some of the best things I've seen. I'm thinking of taking a drive to Frankton. Dude, bitch, stay away from Frankton, bro. It was a fucking theory. I don't see you guys. Oh my god. Fucking internet arguments. This is a website about aliens, bystanders, multiverse. This is where you draw a line, goes transform into animals. This is where your illusion breaks for you. Fuck you guys. She turned to Ken, all secretly elevator girl. The boogeyman, a Sasquatch, and Jesus Christ. This believable theory. I'm going on record to say shit is photoshopped and not very well done. Site's gone downhill. Damn, back when I would browse it in 98. I hope dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, oh my god. This is the problem with this forum. Everyone's best friend until they say something slightly against popular opinion. My theory isn't crazier than some of the shit on here, but it isn't a part of theory of the week. If I went on my way to try and tie this girl into the elevator phenomena, everyone would be sucking my dick right now. Just because I don't like the idea of a guard turning that can isn't super popular on here. Everyone treats me like shit. You're also antisocial. The only place you interact with other human beings is on Onus. You circle joke about how great this place, except and progressive. But the moment you don't love and agree with my theory, you start the insults, and all you can do is struggle and beg of baby dicks. Oh my god, this is such a fucking typical onism user. You complain about the community, and that's all what's wrong with us. Yet you're a part of the community. Hey, if we suck, you suck. Now, actually, he's right. Everyone is a terrible person except for him. This sort of persecution, it's fucking typical on here. Get over yourself. Dude, damn, and he got banned. Dude, here's the thing. I'm not angry at the dude for saying she turned into the cat. I'm angry at the dude for just fucking, what did he say? He's like, conversations with pets are precious. I squat behind a garbage can and shove my fingers. Dude, like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm angry. I don't care about his theory, right? Because Ghost Saint in Windtown. And again, that's where Rory is. But I was going to say, dude, like, you're just wasting everyone's time. Strange things happening in Windtown. Our little redneck side of the tracks been experiencing some serious supernatural things happening. Bear Necessity lives there. I'm convinced that there's ghosts in this town. Just check out the warning signs. Extreme temperature change. This town is up in the mountains and generally pretty chilly. At night near the graveyard, within 10-15 minutes, there's 10-15 degree jump and decline near this one grave. Freaking out. 2 electricity issues randomly. The lights flicker on all the mobile homes, but only after a burial. Yeah, a few deaths in lately, so any disturbance in the ground in the cemetery results in the power going out on the fritz. Strange smells late at night if you're in the park. There's really old sweat smell of rotten fruit. Unexplained sounds late at night when I'm hanging out in my yard and hear sounds of crunching metal. I've lived in the town since I was a kid. I've always hung out in the yard at night. These are new. They weren't here before the recent string of burials. So what about you guys? Ain't ghosts in your town? Spot ghost near strip mall west of Easton. Again, we know where that is. Scary stuff spooked me. I think it wants to be our friend. Did you actually speak to the ghost? I am the ghost. Come see me. I'll tell you a story. It's like, hey, bro, trust me. And this is again reporting back from the KNN. So finally, something related to semi-pod. Just got back from a trip to KNN. This way I found the KNN buildings on a highway is more or less a local road. North of the KN is EU, and south of it will get you on a highway to go to the city. Across the street from the KNN is a toy store. It's not in direct eyesight. We already knew that. There is a bus stop. That's about 3 or 4 miles north of KNN. I doubt Sammy walked there. So based on the high heel, bitch, what the fuck, motherfucker is like. I analyzed her fucking shoes and feet. She was wearing the elevator video. So I guess the toy store. So I went to Toy Store and asked a few questions. This is where it gets interesting. They had never heard of the elevator girl video. I showed them, and they were wondering why they weren't showing it on the news. So after working up the courage, we went over to the can and offered them the video, but they sent me away. Literally told me they weren't interested. Weird thing is that there are more missing posters for Sammy around the area. I assume K&N was responsible for putting them up. Think about it, they really couldn't care less about her. She wasn't a long-term employee, and she didn't vanish on their property. So it's probably just giant hate for them with all the internet kids. I mean, that's true. I was gonna say, they're like, for all they know, she like showed up and then like disappeared. Like, again, unless you like either know her, I guess like Alex did, or I just invested in it. Like it's something to where it's like they just don't see any, way to like, for them, it's like there's nothing they can do. If we'll bother him, who will literally no one's reporting. No one cares besides onism. I want this girl to be found. I want the world to know she's missing. Hoax. Great argument. You really changed my opinion. Hoax, 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 hoax. I was gonna say the problem is they can't like this is like okay, it's one thing for a group of anonymous online individuals, to like pursue this right and chase this, but like they're expecting like a news station who really has like pretty much no involvement, just that was who the girl worked for, like to kind of like drop what they're doing. It's like I mean, even if you want them to, it's like you should know and expect better, right? That's like, there's really nothing they can do, at least as an organization. The topic of timestamps, because apparently a timestamp in the video is weird. Timestamps funky, we all know that. We need to ask about the origin of the video. Obviously, whoever uploaded it acts as a security camera that was originally filmed on. Whoever uploaded it, likely altered a timestamp. Think about it, they got access to raw footage video software. It'd be easy for them to scramble numbers, replace them. Stu, at this point, what this is all speculation. What good does it actually do? We need to find out what building it was taken in before we can figure out who uploaded it. The only way to do this is figure out which building. Whoa, who is the original poster though? Let's see. Start there. Everything you're saying that is there's assume that Sammy left at 112 and that footage is actually from that day. What proof do you have the footage was uploaded that day? Yeah, start with whoever fucking uploaded. Footage posted by Reaction Mod. Same day we knew Sammy went missing based on the missing persons poster. I don't think anyone who believes who believes that footage wasn't from that day. We need security footage from K&N and see if Sammy's wearing the same outfit. That would help establish certain the footage is from the 4th. I think it's time paying our visit to K&N. I'll go tomorrow. Oh my god. Let's see. Find out if there's any specifics you want to ask. Let me know. That's about the hoax. Find out about how Sammy is a hoax. So I think that's interesting that there's this one now that's again, this thing's kind of gaining traction. It's returning. There's this one poster who's like vehement on it being a hoax. The owl. I guess we'll see there. Why the fuck is that one? I don't know, whatever. So I think it's interesting that the one is, what would you call it? Vehement on it being a hoax. Oh my god, dude. I swear this dude's posting everywhere. Think a lot about other girl. Yes and no name. She always be EG to me. And you've been debating my friends on scale of 1 to 10. Oh my god, bro. This motherfucker. Dude, it only took, however many posts for this one to pop up. I've been debating with my friends over this. Dude, okay, like this is some shit like I wouldn't even like bring that to my friends, dude. But like much less this fucking website. I've been thinking about EG. I've been debating my friends on a scale of 1 to 10. How bad do you want to do EG? For me, it's a solid 4 because that's all I've got to off. 4 isn't bad for a girl 92. You a girl or a shower though? How the fuck do you know she's 92 pounds? Wait, I was gonna say, oh, wait a second. He's like, I have her exact biometrics. Solid 4 inches. Hey, 4 inches growing or showing, right? Difference, big difference. Dude, this motherfucker is still saying hoax. Well, obviously it's a troll post, but for me, I'd say I'll put it at 7, maybe 8. I don't know. Glasses are a thing that does it for me, but obviously different fucking reality, right? Just troll question. Other missing people. So finally, again, gained into something productive. Pretty clear from the footage reaction. People are upset. Most people aren't covering Sammy's disappearance. Does anyone else have a friend or family member vanished? again, and people are saying this shit actually happens all too common. I was hearing my brother went missing. He got blurb in the newspaper, nothing more. Dude, they're like, what else are you genuinely supposed to do, right? Like I hate to say it, it's like, especially if there's like, because an interesting point in topic, and this is applicable to real life. If missing people don't get found within, I think the statistics are crazy on it. I think it's something to where it's like if missing people don't get found within, I think it's like a day, maybe two, like 24 or 48 hours. I think it's something to where like there's a 50% chance they're dead. Like it's some like crazy statistic to where like if people genuinely go missing and they're not found, there's a very high probability that they're dead. Or it's something that it exponentially grows with time. It's very rare that people go missing and are somehow just still alive. It's most likely they're dead somewhere. And it's like, it's a crazy, like statistic, right? Or number. But, so in over 10 years, kid's gone. We'll probably never know where he went. Sometimes think he's still out there. I can feel him. Still nothing. Took your brothers, brah. Shut the fuck up, bro. Let's see. Dude, sorry to hear about your brother. I had a cousin who disappeared when I was younger. They found him. He ran away and came back. My aunt, never really explained where he ran off to. I think they thought brought to, well, or, it's something you can't really explain. Pixar didn't happen. You fucking people here on saying sometimes you're cool and you're helping with EG, and other times you just make jokes about kidnapping kid's brother. You're just like your kid brother. You're okay, reaction mod. Forewarning number 2. Bro, what how is this dude I'm ordering number 2, bro? 3 and he's done. I won't have to ban you, but I will. We don't joke about kidnapping kids unless we got photographic evidence. Sister went missing. No one seemed to care. There are no more replies. This, damn. All right. Again, the thing being, it is because that's a real life thing. People go missing, and again, the chance they're just dead, it's like crazy. I think it's legit. Like, granted, I may be pulling this out of my ass, but I legit think it's something to where it's like within, I think, like a day or two, there's a 50% chance they're dead. It's like, stop signs alive at night. Oh, this is an actual fucking thing because we fight these enemies. So I've been getting home late each night, been doing pretty epic quests with SNES Man 99. Well, okay, Veriformer. Okay, SNES Man 99 is Michael, though. So I'm not really home these days. Know something weird, though. When I get back home, Street Time's period of move. But I think Street Time is kind of life. I mean, we literally know. Birdstream Franklin, and again, no one else posting. So mysterious. Why are these fire? I don't know. Southern Cave. Greens from Mount Town. Owners and rumors have been going around that they're okay. And then this is why everyone fucking showed up. Checking out and seeing what the deal is. I also heard the rumor about Mount Town Cave. Apparently, it's a girl in her 20s with long black hair, pale skin. Ain't chance to elevate a girl. That's what we're thinking. That's the first time hearing this. Has anyone gone to see if they can find the ghost? If you do, please confirm the appearance of the ghost or upload some photos. Try to get out there this weekend, but I'm stuck inside studying for the SATs all week. Personally, check the cave, and it's fucking fantastic. Elevator girl's there. She's the ghost. She spoke. Shut the fuck up. Got some interesting details about death and Star Creature. I'll upload them once I get a chance to get the way onto the Onism server. When do we fix the upload protocol? The UI is absolute bullshit. Bro, shut the fuck up. You're bullshitting. It was indeed the ghost of Semi-Poc. Tragic, really. I was. Let's see. Everyone here seems convinced it's Semi-Poc, but I'd like to propose my alternate theory. I made a terrible mistake. What the fuck are you talking about? 1995, my sister Liana committed suicide. I was over this total wasteoid, Shane G. Irving. Type typical A's read. Dude, why the fuck would you kill yourself over a guy? Villain of any John Hughes movies. Shane G. Irving led Liana on for months. He never cared for her, never was. She saw him with another girl. Wait, hold on. Stop. This sounds like Vella's origin. And this sounds like how she ended up leaving her body and transporting to this reality. This literally sounds exactly like that. Hold on, she saw him with another girl, broke her heart. She felt like she needed to get him back. My mom's not really understanding. He was a complete scrub. Suggested she make him a mixtape. I personally insisted that she cancel her subscription. Get over his issues. I was her younger brother, and what I know about love. Anyway, long story, she did. And when crossing the street to his work, she was hit by a car. From what I hear, he saw her get hit, and he just kept on walking. She was shouting his name too. Shanji Irving, yeah. Screeching brakes, thud. Her head hit the pavement. When we went to identify her, they gave us her possessions. Among them was a mixtape. But in my tape deck, felt strange, very, very strange. It was her, Liana was in the tape. I could feel it. Every night I'd put on the shitty mixtape and listen to that song I never listened to. Sister Spirit. So I went to college, got a phone call. Mom tells me she had garage sale and sold my old tape deck. Liana knew one for college. The only thing is that Liana's mixtape was in the old tape deck. So somewhere out there, Liana's spirit's in possession of whoever brought her mixtape. I've been hearing strange things. There's a cave north of my school. People say There's a ghost of the teenage girl there. I could be wrong. This possibility is Leon. I know this sounds stupid. From what I hear, there's a former rock star record. People always try and visit him being an eccentric mode. Guys, create these elaborate obstacle courses you need to go through to get his house. People always try to bring him their music and give up halfway through. I'm thinking someone brought the tape deck to bring the music legend stopped to play some music. She came out. Okay, so I was for a second I thought this was Vela, but this actually was the girl because we have the tape deck, right? We were supposed to, I think, give it to her brother or Shane G. Irving. So it literally is just that for a second I thought this was Vela's story though. Obviously, now that we do know Vela's story though, they seem awfully familiar, but it's something to where her reaction is more depressed and she left her body and world to come to this one where, Liana, again, tried to get revenge, but accidentally, died in the process, right? So, yeah, I think that's very interesting there, because their stories seem to be awfully familiar, just with two different outcomes and endings. There's probably a reason for that. Why is that one fire? I don't know why these are fire. Mystical Ultimate LP Legend. Desperately trying to track down the Mystical Ultimate LP Legend by Vela Wilder. I can't explain right now, but I promise it has something to do with the Star Creature and Elevator Girl. If we find this, we can find Ichi and get to about this. So, but whose reaction now? Of course I have shithead. I've got the record. It blows. Don't even waste time. Girl can't sing lyrics. How the fuck do you have it, though? I'll be on the lookout for it. I might know. How does this dude, that's interesting. How does he have it? Either that or he's just joking. But even if not, it's like, bro, like, how the fuck do you have it, Because we weren't even, Asian Elevator Girl. We're back at this journalism. Oh my God. I'm really happy with how hard you've all been searching for me. I want to thank you for how kind you've been in my family, how tirelessly you search. Please stop. Please do not look for me. I've gone left. I don't want to and cannot be found. Just let me go. Guess it sells it. Certainly believe it. Show us a pic. But here's the thing. Is this the same So Superb pudding? Is that the same one? What would you call it? It is. So I guess it's quite possible. I mean, I don't want to stuff happening around town. Something really weird is on lately. Like shit out of a movie. Last week I was down on a walk, came across a cute dog, and loved dog side. A follow turned out to be owned by damn, all right, who figures this one? Surprised me in our onism user in real life. We started talking, things were fun. Trying to walk back home, I got attacked by birds, a smiling slime, and a rat that looks like it's stolen from Pokemon. So each day I found that there are more hostiles. They had to fight a little girl holding a brick. She was aggro. She was so aggro. There's the lead in the water. Let's see. I really enjoyed meeting with you last week. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for the help with my roommate. We would have never been able to move stuff that I helped. Thank God for you. It's literally becoming a drain on me. Sorry things have been weird for you. No say hostiles, but I also rarely leave my house. Spend way too much time playing with my dog. Anytime, thankfully, mom let me borrow a car. Your roommate was scary though, don't you think? Whose roommate was that? Was that the one who fucking like put 9-volt batteries? I don't know. Should give me some users or like fucking not the 9-volt batteries, but the one who like went insane and like killed their family or like their workers. Like I wish, or their freaking like coworkers. I wish I could meet some autism users. I don't know enough people though. I've been thinking about what at Colossal Band, bro. I can relate a bit. I think so. My friend are photographing trailer park near a house. They're scary as fuck. They're just creepy Walmart people without the low prices. I don't know if it was just because we are outside, but they had no issue attacking. So we've been carrying around baseball bats to keep myself safe. It's okay. I wear a baseball cap. Everyone thinks I'm just playing a game. Literally, no, I'm deadly. I noticed that strangely enough, it was just part of growing up, having to protect myself from hostiles. Last week we had to beat up this alpaca. Okay, but that's the fucking goal in alpaca. It's a great workout. I don't want to get chubby. Like, bro, that's fucking Michael, right? Or no, SNES man's Michael, right? Who the fuck is Veriformer? Is Veriformer what Michael and we're SN? Yeah, wait, I'm an idiot. Michael's Veriformer. We're SNES man because we know he's the co-founder, presence of a past loved one. Sister killed herself. I'm not asking for pity and anything stupid. I want to say hi phone. She was gone. I still felt like I could feel her. Is this Rory? Is Bear's Necessity? I think Bear's Necessity is Rory. It's in physical. Like she was there just out of the corner of my vision. She was 3. It was wrong. My friend showed me I was wrong that she wasn't actually there. It didn't stop me. So when a loved one dies, you feel a presence. Is Bear's Necessity Rory? I think I'm an idiot. I think Bear's Necessity is Rory, and I've just been ignoring it. Childhood stuffed animal. Otis has been really dark lately. Disappeared in semi pocket. While the occult and happening. Mysterious happenings are a prime topic. I thought it'd be a great idea if we had a few more happy topics to cleanse our palates. Friendly neighborhood Mana decided this happy topic. What was your childhood stuffed animal? Mine was Toby the fox. He's an ox named Toby. I loved him. He'd go everywhere with me. I'd have him. He's on my shelf. My mom used to try to give him to my niece. And I'm under my bed. Anyway, bro? I don't want to fucking read Alex's shit. I had a Webkin stuffed animal. It was a frog. I must have got in like 2008 or 9. I called it Froggy. It's right now not with me in my apartment. It's in my home. in a bin. I had it out until we moved literally this summer. So up until that point, I always had it out, and it was always in my room. That was like the stuffed animal that I've had for since literally like most of my life. Probably like honestly, it might have been before like 2007, 2008 was when I got it. And again, that's just the one, right? I was just saying, that was my, stuffed animal friend, right? So again, still got it, still know where it is. I just don't have it in my apartment currently. So shit, I remember the ox. I had a penguin named Penguin. You fucking. I don't think I actually have it anymore. Well, we had. Yeah, wait, what the fuck happened to the penguin? Like, or not the penguin, the fucking panda. Because we would talk with the panda, and then all of a sudden we just stopped talking. Like, what happened there? I don't think I have her anymore. My sister and I used to fight over what actually owned her. So when we school, it took her, and I wonder where the penguin is. I had an octopus named Googly because he had those funny eyes roll around and shook. That was the best. Googly is a great name for an octopus. And I had a stuffed bear. Actually, where the name came from. It's literally the only thing I knew as a kid. My bare necessity. Too busy playing. Shut the fuck up, dude. I had a stuffed panda. I named Panda. The only thing he was a pink panda, so pink and white rather than black and white. You may have been a bleach panda. Dude, shut the fuck up, Chuck. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Motherfucker's like, damn, that's crazy. You have a fucking porn addiction. Mysterious man and all semi-pot posts. Okay, this one's relevant. I was spending my usual but shut the fuck up. 9-10 hours straight. The only photo we have is semi-popular. Know something interesting. I had something. In photos, there's a van, the same man, as far as we know, somebody didn't have a license. And this time we asked herself if she had a boyfriend. So, dude, the comments better not be wearing this. Was driving her around. I called a detective in charge of the case and pointed this out to him, but he didn't seem to take me seriously. So let's all be on the lookout for this van. If you see it, knock on the door and get some information. And that's the van that we're supposedly going after. So, bitch. Okay, I was gonna say, how the fuck is that van? Okay, but this actually, yeah, so it's actually there. Find out if I saw a van earlier. It was at Northern Reservoir. No one in it, but looked abandoned. I could be completely wrong. I think I saw a Parkdale gas station on 72. So people are seeing it in different places. That's interesting. Bro, dude, that's a fucking white photo. Saw this van with Ope in bed with Opie's mom. Shut the fuck up. Shit, I saw this van all the time at the Twin Pines Mall in Easton. There's the food court I saw in the mornings. Oh shit, I go to U2, North Gate, and the security van looks kind of like to stop by tomorrow and check it. Wait, class, see if I find anything. So there's a bowling alley in South Jersey. Sometimes a van like that. As you know, there's always vans at bowling alleys. Go careful, famous side, check it out. Some sketchy motherfuckers usually go there. Aren't you? Windtown, check me out Water Tower. I think I see a van with satellites. So again, and then this is the missing man at Radio Tower Mountain. My brother, an onism user, went for a hike and hasn't come back. I'm stuck. Damn, I can't look for him. Frankton. So that's interesting. So we've officially read through all of these. And I don't know why some of these are fire. I guess the reason why some of them would be fire is if we can do stuff related to them. So, for example, the ghost sighting, the big thing there is we still have that tape. Stop signs alive. We literally saw an enemy, stop sign, right? Mysterious shooting and hunting in Southern Cave, which is a place we have, and then missing man Radio Tower Mountain. So that's where we just came from. So that's interesting. So we've officially read through all the onism posts. Funny enough, as my sneaking suspicion, I don't really think we gained that much out of that. I think kind of the most interesting thing in what our theory and speculation is that onism is kind of like a connection or like gateway between worlds. It seems like there might be people from other worlds talking or communicating on, because obviously some people go on some like freaking, just non-coherent, nonsensical ramblings. But I think the two interesting posts we saw were the ones about the alternate world, female Middle Eastern scientist, right? And then the one that was insisting that Semi-Pak was Chinese. I think it's quite, again, and those two could possibly be from the same world. Maybe perhaps it be Vela's, password, the one she came from, right? I also think, again, what's interesting is, especially because I had forgotten about the story of Liana because we have the cassette, right? I think what's interesting is her story and Vela's is extremely similar. They are like actually so very similar. They both hooked up with someone, they saw him with someone else. Vela, got depressed, went to bed, and that's when she sort of separated from her body and traveled through soul space and came to this world, versus Liana, to where she tried to get revenge and then ended up dying in the process. So their stories are extremely similar, with the only real difference being the outcome. So I don't want to say there's necessarily a relation between the two. Maybe it's something to where it's like they're like, related in the other world or the past world. So like Vela died in the world she came from, and Liana died in this one as in sort of her place. But again, the interesting thing, because that also coincides with the theory of the people who got saved from the car accident, to where their fate was kind of transferred on someone else. I think it's extremely interesting there. And there's probably more stuff if you look deeper into it. Like, for example, I think the biggest thing that Onism provides and what it's trying to do is kind of set up, the rules, or set up, I don't want to say conditions, but like, again, kind of set up the context or the background, or sort of like, the how things work in the world of YIIK, because it's really not clear. Like, it really isn't. But I think what that's trying to do is set those boundaries, right, for the YIIK world, and kind of how it ends up going about and being like a thing there. So it's just interesting to think about, with the thing there being, what would you call it? Jesus. With what it comes down to being, again, maybe later on, and especially with those fire posts to where we could go and do stuff. We do know, I'm pretty sure there's a freaking stop sign enemy that we saw. I'm pretty sure there was a stop sign enemy that we saw, if I'm not tripping, that we could fight, and that might fulfill that. We still have a bit of time left, but I swear I saw a stop sign enemy somewhere. Unless maybe I'm actually tripping. I swear I thought I saw a stop sign enemy. Maybe we lost our chance. Oh well. But again, I think it's interesting. And I think, look, if you look deeper into it, you could probably find more, but it's just something I don't care that much about. Again, it was nice to read through it and kind of get caught up on the whole, semi-POC thing, right? Especially because it's, you need to remind yourself that's why we're doing this, because it's really been so long, and it doesn't really, it's been, what would you call it? Fucking, it's been so long. It's something to where it's like, yeah, because that was what this started out about. But obviously, now it's more so about the current group as opposed to actually finding semi-pot. But again, I swore there was a stop sign enemy we saw that I just ignored, probably should have killed. But again, I think the big thing though is those fire posts are one that can still be, kind of dealt with, I guess, in a sense. We know we still have the cassette from the again, Liana, right? And that, we still know about, what would you call it, some of this other stuff. So I guess the big thing there though, right, is that, and the reason why I did this is can't fucking find Rory. So I'm gonna look up and figure out how to actually before I end, let me go to the mine dungeon. Just in case, I don't think we really gain much. Or who just leveled up? Okay. How much XP do we have? Okay, we actually can level up. Also, again, what's interesting is we know this is the mine dungeon of, this isn't ours. This is Semi-Pox. We know that. We're not the owner of this. Oh, all right, it's just one across the board. Again, we're just doing the all across the board, Yeah, we're going for a defense, right? Yeah, I thought we didn't have, but yeah, I guess with that again, don't, we're just, again, in the next part we'll actually, so we took kind of a two-part break from actually, following the story, but now it's something to where it's like, again, we'll, in the next part we'll get back into it, and we're fully caught up on, oh, and his horn. Before I do that, I want to take note of the ones that are fire, right? So Because again, I think the interesting part is the ones that fire, seemingly the ones that we could actually work on if we really wanted to. Like you go to Onism, right? So again, Ghosts. So the first fire one is Ghost Sign in Windtown, and that's the cassette tape we have from Liana. Stop Signs Alive. We saw the one that was alive, Mysterious Haunting Southern Cave, and then Missing Man at Radio Tower. Again, so I just find that to be interesting there. But with that, I don't really have anything else. So we're just gonna save here, and then in the next part, we'll continue and find Roy. But that I don't really have anything else to say. So yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.